Hey, what's up you guys, it's CaboosXBL bringing you another Spider-Man video, and today what we're going to be doing is breaking down the official Spider-Man PS4 trailer. For those of you who don't know, a brand new Spider-Man game was unveiled last night at E3 during Sony's press conference, and people went bananas, including me. I was losing my mind. I am so happy this game is happening, and unfortunately though, it is going to be a PlayStation exclusive game. That is the one drawback for me as a fan, is that this game is being locked to the PlayStation. I can understand games like Uncharted or The Last of Us or even Halo being exclusive games for either console, because those are IPs that those consoles were built upon. But a game like Spider-Man, a IP like Spider-Man, is something that should be available to everyone. This is a character that is beloved around the world by everybody, so it shouldn't be locked to one console. I hope that it's just a timed exclusive, but as of right now, all we know is that the new Spider-Man game is going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive game. But what we're doing here today is breaking down this trailer, as there's tons of juicy pieces of info and Easter eggs and lots of stuff that could revolve around what this story is about with this game, and we're also going to talk about that suit. So let's just get right into it.
People see me and think they're safer, but it's not really me they're seeing.
So what we know right now is that this game is going to be developed by none other than Insomniac Games. These are the guys responsible for the Ratchet & Clank series, as well as the latest Xbox One exclusive, Sunset Overdrive. So they definitely understand platforming, and they definitely understand games that are just filled with fun. So this new Spider-Man game is certainly within good hands.
Probably for the best. Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels.
So there it is, our brand new suit that we are going to be getting in this Spider-Man game. It definitely looks pretty damn good. I mean, when I first saw it, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but the more I look at it, the more it grows on me. I really like that they're going with this completely unique design. The white is very interesting. I kind of like it, honestly.
No pressure.
We can see right there that there's definitely a subtle hint towards the Captain America Civil War suit. We know officially now that this Spider-Man game will have absolutely no ties to any movies. It will be its completely own original story and its own original Spider-Man game. So that's definitely great. But you can see here, of course, they are taking inspiration from the films with the whole lenses on the eyes, as that was something that was introduced with Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War. This Spider-Man costume also shares some similarities to some of the previous Spider-Man costumes from the films. You see the long logo on his torso, very similar to how they did the Amazing Spider-Man film, and then you're going to see a logo on his back that represents a very similar logo that we saw in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
Right?
Now, if we pause and if we can go back here for 1 second, you can very clearly see that Osborn is running for mayor. Now, given how young Spider-Man sounds in this game and how young, or at least, you know, in terms of his physicality, he looks, I'm assuming that it's not Harry Osborn that's running for mayor, but of course, Norman Osborn that's running for mayor in this game. I hope this is just more than an Easter egg. I hope Norman Osborn is involved in this game to some capacity, as he is the main Spider-Man villain. At least in my eyes, I think Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, is the ultimate Spider-Man villain. We can see there on the right in this cafe that there is, of course, a sign for the Daily Bugle, the place that Peter Parker Spider-Man works in. There is also some information out there that could lead us to believe that there will be some Peter Parker gameplay in this Spider-Man game, but I cannot talk about this moment in the trailer enough. It is so badass. Let's just watch it from the beginning. Look how awesome that was. Now these goons here, we're going to get to them in a second, as there's some very interesting tidbits about who they're related to. But as you can see, they have that mask on, and if you already know who this is related to, we're going to get to that in a little bit. The gameplay just looks phenomenal in this game, and there's that Spider-Man symbol you see on his back, of course, very similar to the Spider-Man symbol used in the Sam Raimi trilogy. But yes, the mechanics and everything in this gameplay just looks phenomenal. And right there you can see a sign just above the tumbling cop car that says Feast. Now, for those of you who don't know what Feast is an organization that was created by Mr. Negative, at least his good persona, his alter ego. And he created this place for the sick people. Basically, Mr. Negative has two alter egos, and his good alter ego, when he's not Mr. Negative, he has these abilities to cure any sickness. And what Feast is an organization that he created for people to come and have their sicknesses be cured. So Mr. Negative is probably going to be involved in this game, and there's more information to suggest that we're going to get to in this breakdown in a second here. But as you can see, Feast is planted in this trailer somewhere, and Feast is definitely associated with the character of Mr. Negative, so one can assume that he is going to be one of, if not the main villain in this Spider-Man game. Overall, this gameplay just blew me away. I cannot get enough of it. Everything just looks phenomenal, and it just looks insane. The scale and the scope is so high, and being able to play as Spider-Man is fantastic. But let's talk about these guys once again. Some more evidence to suggest that Mr. Negative is going to be the main villain of this game, as that these guys are, of course, the henchmen for Mr. Negative. These guys are the gang that works with Mr. Negative to help him build up his crime lord status in New York City. They're obviously most notable with that mask that they're wearing here in this trailer, and these are the only guys that Spider-Man is fighting throughout this entire trailer. So you take in this as well as the Feast sign that we saw earlier, and you can definitely put two and two together in assuming that Mr. Negative is probably going to end up being the main villain of this game. That is something that I'm very glad about, because Mr. Negative is a villain from the comics that isn't just pure villainy, you know? The way he has that dual personality with the way he's running Feast and doing something for good, trying to cure people's illnesses, that is insane, and that is something that's really good to his character. That's something that we can sympathize towards. So that is a good villain, you know, someone who isn't just twiddling his thumbs and wants to destroy the world, but someone who also has a good side to him. So it's going to be really interesting to see that dynamic and to see how that plays out in this Spider-Man PS4 game. But yes, we are getting his gang here, his organization that works for Mr. Negative, as well as Feast, which is of course most noted with Mr. Negative's alter ego. What else can I say? This trailer just absolutely blew me away. It was the thing I was least expecting at E3, and it was just pure insanity when this trailer started playing. But what did you guys think of this trailer, and what did you guys think of my breakdown of the trailer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm CaboosXBL. Please drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.
PlayStation